Okay, this is mxux. This is the business journal in Lordstown Local. This is the Youngstown Business Journal. This is Friday, June 17th. And we have news. Lordstown Motors trades at an all-time low. New 52-week low on Thursday at $1.48. $1.48. Shortly after 2 p.m., turning slightly upward later. Okay, so I actually missed that. Was set a little higher on that on the limit. $1.45 per share. So as you can see here, 63% of its value over the last 6 months, and 36 over the last month. This is the present situation with Ride, but all of these evaluations and numbers are all prior startup production catalysts. Okay, this is mxux. I just wanted to go over this real quick. As a response to that new low for Ride. This is June 18th, how the massive EV transition is starting in the car rental industry. Hertz has got a $4.2 billion deal for 100,000 Teslas. Enterprise also going EV. And by the way, Niavaji, the CEO of Lordstown Motors, was formerly on the board, or may even still be on the board of Hertz. Enterprise, Avis, the rental / fleet industry, which is a fleet industry, buys about 1/10 of the auto manufacturers. We're just talking about the rental companies here. We got Penske. You see those Penske trucks that are leased all over the place. That's also a fleet operator. Hertz Global, $4.2 billion deal. Enterprise and Avis also looking to go into EV fleets. Companies operate fleets at our size cannot just turn on a dime and go all EV. So that's what they say, but here's the quote that's important. The initial problem is just getting your hands on the damn things. Okay, this is the American Car Rental Association. And these are the members. I just wanted to show you the list here. And some of these are small, and some of these are large, but these are all fleet buyers, okay? And this goes on and 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 on. Am I boring you yet? Okay, this is the Corporate Electric Vehicle Alliance. This is a survey that was conducted about BEV or electric vehicle adoption, and this I would characterize as fleet purchases. Now, this was conducted pre-gas price increases. I'd say the fuel prices are up 50% now from when this was conducted. And this is Amazon, Best Buy, Hertz. These are major. They represent more than 1 trillion in average revenue, and they lease or operate 1.3 million fleet vehicles. So this is a pretty good sample of the fleet market. And they go into some detail on pickup trucks here. This is a long report. I may have more than one follow-up on this, but there is some key takeaways. Significant commercial EV demand. The next 5 years, they have here 330,000 plug-in. And this number represents only a portion of the rising demand and indicates a seismic shift in the procurement criteria of large businesses. Now, with the gas prices changing, This 300,000 figure, this could easily double to 1 million units. I guess that would be a tripling to 1 million units easily. And my gas price forecast is for the fourth quarter of 22 is $7.38 a gallon, which is $1.38 a gallon more. The cost savings is crazy. So 1 million units easily, I think, is the demand. 96% of the firms are willing to change suppliers. Ford does not have a monopoly on BEV fleet sales. Okay? There is preference for battery electric vehicles. Forget hybrids. Forget, hydrogen. 100% preference for battery electric vehicle pickups and vans, which are the two target markets which Lordstown is set to enter. Okay, so Ford doesn't have a monopoly. 100% preference for their vehicle types, and there's some charging issues here. Again, I've done a video in the past on how charging defines the BEV market, and fleets solve this charging problem by supplying depot charging. Now, they say vehicle charging will take place at private locations, 26 at fleet depots, and 42% at employee homes. Only 1/3 of the charging will take place on the road. So fleet sales solve the charging problem, or the charging issue is nullified for fleet buyers. And this is one of the advantages of fleet sales. Now, I checked this price. This survey was done in spring of 2021. Gasoline in May of 2021 was $3 a gallon average across the country in the United States. So that has doubled. In my location, more than doubled. So this is already out of date. This is the accelerated rate of change of EV adoption I keep talking about. They want to electrify commercial fleets. They want better batteries. These are all known. Now, light duty vehicles are responsible for 60% of the transportation sector. Endurance is a light duty vehicle, light duty pickup truck. All of these companies are in addition to cost saving, maintenance savings, there's ESG and carbon reduction standards that are being asked for and demanded for by the shareholders, and an effect on the share price. Endurance meets all of these goals. The majority plan light duty purchases of battery electric vehicles in the near future. So again, chance favors the prepared mind. The endurance of Lordstown Motors meets all of these survey results, and these results can be doubled as far as demand, or even tripled, in my opinion. Now, the battery electric vehicle preferences, I've gone through this report. Endurance meets every requirement. Bed length, crew cab, four-wheel drive, but it falls short on range. The last published range on the Endurance was 210 miles, which was confusing to some. Also, by the way, the Endurance meets the payload and the towing requirements of this survey as well. But it is short on range. However, we do not have the EPA range figures, and the Endurance with the electronically controlled hub motors, the digital control, they will produce 30% more regen just in normal driving than a battery electric vehicle that does not have a digital at the wheel regen system. So the short of the range It's 210 miles right now. If we'll add 30% to that, that's 60 miles. That's 270 miles. If that can come out to an EPA rating of 250 miles, the range is not an issue, and I think that's what Lordstown is planning on, and I think they're making that battery exactly the size that, with the regen, will result in that range. Now, they say 275 miles. Okay. Uh, you know, I think everybody wants more range than they need. But anyway, the point is, the Endurance, I believe, is going to meet all these requirements as well. And now, here's pickup trucks. They plan to procure 24,000 zero-emission pickup trucks over the next 5 years. Again, the ESG and just the fuel savings. Forget everything else. Since this survey was conducted, there's been fuel prices has doubled. So what's that, 100% increase? They're going to go up again. They're going to go up another 10 or 20% in my estimation. So this demand of 24,000, honestly, if you take that up to 120% or whatever, you're looking at 50, 60,000 vehicles. And I think actually Thanx is more like that. But this is skewed, and the accelerated rate of change of adoption of BEVs. Now, it's not going to be an overnight thing because you got to put into the fleet charging infrastructure, which New V, which our board member, Angie, has interlocking board membership on with the vehicle to grid charging system, which I'm sure, I mean, it is my opinion, Lordstown is going to introduce. I think this demand is very short-sighted. And again, the Endurance meets everything except this range. We're going to get the EPA and the final stats on the Endurance, and I believe they're going to reach the bottom end of this range easily. So this survey, 24,000 pickup trucks, I think is low. I think if we go with gas prices, that's 120% of that. So that's 50,000 units. And what is that? Say 60,000 units. And this is the next 5 years. Fleet demand, I think it's going to be higher than that. But let's just say 60,000 units as a starting point. And building momentum from there. But again, I think 10x, I mean, from the previous articles, the only thing that's holding them back is getting the units. They will buy as many units as they can get. Anyway, so this is a great survey. I'm going to plan on going over this again. Again, there are more, there. 71% of respondents plan to procure light-duty vehicles in the coming 5 years. Pickup trucks, okay? Sedans, which is Tesla. SUVs, which Lordstown can enter, and pickup trucks. So it's the top 3 segment. Anyway, this is mxux. I'm going to probably reference this report again. It is a long report, but extremely bullish for Lordstown and Foxtron, and MIH as far as fleet sales go. And I think this is underestimating the fleet demand as well.